Shocking but not surprising testimony on Capitol Hill. It revealed the scope of the border crisis.
What percentage of the people show up for the asylum hearing?
We did an expedited pilot with family units this year. Out of those 7,000 cases, 90 received final orders of removal in absentia.
90% did not show up?
Correct.
Our next guest has a fix for the border crisis. You just saw him there. And will Dems come on board? We might have some news on that. South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham, chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee. So, Senator, I watched some of your Raw hearing yesterday around 10 o'clock. You believe that Dick Durbin might be looking to play ball on something you put together to solve the asylum problem at the border.
Well, number one, why has it doubled from last year? Why do we have so many families? Why do we have so many people from Central America? If a small child is brought to the United States from Central America, we can't send that child back. You can from Mexico and Canada. You got to change that law. If you got a minor child, you can only hold them for 20 days. That's not enough to process the case, so we turn the entire family loose into the country. If you read a card asking for asylum, you're entitled to a hearing. It takes 3 years to get a hearing. We don't hold people 3 years. We let them loose in the country. They never show up. So I'm going to change the law to say that if you apply for asylum from Central America, you have to do it in your own country or Mexico, not here.
It made sense. The president got behind it, then talked comprehensive and muddied the waters, perhaps. But if the president gets behind it, you still need Democrats. You need 60 to even get to the House. Do you have any Democrats?
So Senator Durbin asked me not to mark my bill up, which just deals with asylum and the Flores decision. He says, I want to see if we can find a common ground here. What about money for Central America? I said, listen, I'm willing to help the people in Central America turn on economic development money after you turn off the flow.
So are you talking substantively? Yes. Will Durbin bring anyone with him?
I don't know. I know this, that if you don't change the asylum laws and you don't change the Flores decision, they'll keep coming forever.
2 tankers hit in the Gulf yesterday. It looks for sure, when you look at this footage and you listen to the Secretary of State, that Iran's behind it. We have to take action. General Jack Keno, I know you like, and the president likes, said this last night.
I suspect what they're doing right now is they're looking at the options available to them. Should we start escorting tankers through the Straits of Hormuz and the Gulf of Oman? Do we take a measured military response once and for all to deal with these guys and take something down that they own and they value? Got to hang tough, and we also got to let the Iranians know and be clear-eyed with them that we're determined and we're not going to back off.
Senator, you also agree we need to take action. This is 4 tankers hit.
Well, so he laid out some options for the president. Escort tankers. I don't know how long you can do that, but why is this happening? We put the Ayatollah in a box. We got out of the Iran agreement. We put sanctions on Iran. We're breaking the economy of Iran. We're breaking their back economically, and they're fighting back, pushing back, trying to break our will. If I were the president, I would listen to General Keane. I would start with naval escorts. If there's a new attack down the road, I would sink their navy.
Senator, Maduro is still in charge in Venezuela. North Korea is still shooting rockets, and Iran is hitting tankers. Is this a big time for the president?
It's a time of testing. He said Maduro has to go. He's right. Give Cuba an ultimatum. Without Cuba, Maduro doesn't last one day. Tell Cuba to get out of Venezuela. Do what Reagan did in Grenada. Put military force on the table. When it comes to rocket men, letters don't matter anymore to me. It's performance. I give a lot of credit to the president to get the North Koreans to slow down their program. I give him a lot of credit going after the Iran nuclear deal, getting out of it, standing up to Maduro. But we need points on the board. Start with your own backyard. Tell Cuba, if you're not out of Venezuela in a week and people are starving and dying in Venezuela because Maduro is such a thug, then we're making a mistake. Fix Venezuela and everybody else will know you're serious.
We'll ask the president in 11 minutes, and we'll see where we're going.
Happy birthday, Mr. President. You're doing a good job.
He's 73 years old, act like he's 23.
He sure does.
Thanks so much. Keep working hard.